So today we were gonna show you DOW I Soulstorm introduction, and I'm an Imperial Guardsman because we'll be playing Imperial Guardsmen.
Yes, it's a very interesting campaign. We are doing introduction to the campaign gameplay. It's called meta campaign. That means that the campaign is not linear, but you can play it very freely to capture 31 regions on the map, with exception of so-called strongholds, which are these stronghold missions are structured like linear campaign, like for example in StarCraft 2. On the other hand, the meta campaign, as you can see, is on the map of the solar system, which is called Kaurava system. And after we finished our move, the Sisters of Battle attacked us in the province of Vyasastan. I still didn't capture their stronghold because I was mainly focused on those skirmish-like missions, which I found more interesting, more enjoyable. They are quick to play, and this is one of them, because we already reinforced this region before, so we are starting with much more units than usually, as you can see, because normally we are starting just with one worker, but here we have the Hellhound tank, we have more Guardsmen squads, and probably this is like a more realistic depiction. How should it look when we already have a lot of connected territories with established supply lines on Kaurava 1 planet, which is the nearest to the Kaurava sun. So this is the steppe-like planet, as you can see, not so much forest covered like at Kaurava 2 or Desert 1, and with a lot of buildings, with a lot of cities and infrastructure, because this planet is the highly inhabited one. And as there is in the written comments, you can see that we are comparing these missions, which are from the meta campaign, with the stronghold linear missions. And what is very interesting, that even at the start of the campaign you have all your units and all the tech tree unlocked, so you can get to know your units even from higher tech trees if you want to play mission a bit longer, or you can play it aggressively to push the opponent and to win it, for example, in 7 or 10 minutes. Which is shorter than most linear missions in other games. Here you can see that we already send our Guardsmen squads to capture some locations on the map. We are improving our base. We started with the tactical control, which acts as the armory, so especially the Guardsmen squads benefit a lot from upgrades like grenade launcher upgrade and more upgrade. They don't break so easily under heavy fire. We already started with 1 bolter turret, so we are safer in our base, and at this moment we are just capturing locations on the map and moving with the bulk of our forces closer to the enemy base. We already started also with 2 workers. Normally we start only with 1, so we can build our structures quicker. Some Guardsmen squads which are not planned to be mainly used in direct combat, we don't reinforce. They are just in 5 members of the squad, and others we reinforced to raise their firepower and raise their weaponry to be a better match against the Sisters of Battle. It's probably a bit surprising here that Imperial factions fight against each other, but this is the world of Warhammer 40,000, which is really messy and cruel one, so they don't spare each other, even though they officially worship the same godlike leader who is the emperor of the humankind. We sent one of the squads to the northern territory because I played this map before, and I know that the base of Sisters of Battle is at the western part of the map, and the northern part is most probably not captured yet. So our Guardsmen squad is just taking strategic points there, and on the same time our commander here is chasing their workers. By the way, if the command squad, that means the commander plus up to 4 other units, is supported by the priest, it means that the priest gives him a huge speed bonus. It's 33%. It means 1/3 of speed buff, so the commander can quickly chase enemy workers. And now we just made this punishment force, or how to describe this, which will just go directly towards the enemy base. On the same time, this squad, which has mainly economic tasks, like to capture strategic points at the western part of the map, was pushed back by some squad of Sisters of Battle. So we just didn't want to sacrifice it, of course, and we stepped back. So do you know, Velenek, which weapons can the Guardsmen have?
Grenade launchers and plasma guns.
Yeah, plasma gun is like against heroic units on heavy infantry, and grenade launcher is more useful against standard infantry, just to disrupt them, because if you hit them, they will just fly in the air and they don't retaliate at the moment. We decided to reinforce this southern squad also with more squad members, so we can face Sisters of Battle now in direct combat, and you can see that we will really just mow them down at this moment. We'll also try to pursue this worker, but I don't think we are like successful in this, so we are just taking these towers, listening post of them. And when we see a staircase nearby, this is the staircase, this is the main entrance to their base. By the way, they attacked us with smaller armies than we have, because our territory was reinforced before in the turn-based part of the turn. That means when we move our army, and then we can decide which territory to reinforce. We can reinforce it with army, we can reinforce it also with some useful buildings. Therefore we built the Tactica in advance, so our Guardsmen are just improved because of better weaponry. And now we are already building some commissars to raise the morale of the troops even more. And on the tier 2 we can use the execute ability, which for like 10 seconds give the Guardsmen more than twice as rate of fire. So this is like haste in other games, and now we probably
OMG.
Yeah, because I messed up a bit my hotkeys. I wanted to put another building there like repeatedly, so that's why it's like oh my god, how is it possible? But it's a bit hard in this game, because the hotkeys for basic buildings are different, sometimes in different factions, because they are named.
You made it for plasma gun! Yay! Now I can have my normal gun back. And then when you make a grenade launcher, which you'll for sure make, I will have the plasma gun.
Wow, it's always useful to improve the Guardsmen a lot. But it's very funny that if the guardsmen go to the building, if because this is the specific trait of Imperial Guard, when your base is attacked, they can hide in buildings, and in fact the last gun firing, which is the first, if the building has 3 slots, so first one is for last guns, the second one is for plasma, and the last one is for heavy bolters. So surprisingly, the last gun part is very efficient. So it's usually better, for example, if you have 2 buildings with slots, so to go with 2 squads into two buildings than to one, and then to waste your damage per second with plasma. But of course, if the guardsmen are outside a building, so plasma is very powerful. That's different. Simply, how does it work when you are inside and outside a building? It's not very logical, but it works like this. And so it's funny that at this point we can even afford to upgrade a listening post near the entrance of their base. So, and we just explored almost all the map. On the same time, we floated quite a lot. What does mean floating? Floating resources it means some quite bad habit, or like a bit of laziness probably of the player.
That you have a lot of minerals. And also, guys, comment down below which gun should I use.
Or probably both guns if you have, but probably you cannot carry them both at the same moment. You will be very exhausted, yeah.
Or should I be in one video a commissar? We definitely have a pistol, but not the hat.
And now we are already rallying the troops at their staircase. See, so we can, and the commissars are leading the attack, and we are pushing up. And let's see, it's really the place of their base. So hooray!
Hooray!
Let's
go! And a for the Emperor.
Yes.
It says there, right there.
The Hellhound vehicle, which is mainly anti-infantry, is surprisingly not so bad against building also. And about that floating, I wanted to go back to this idea. So sometimes, of course, it can be more important to do some micromanagement, but in general, less floating means better efficiency in real-time games, because you are producing at the moment, and your power level of your army is growing up. So if you can minimize floating, it's better. But of course, sometimes it's not easy. It's like riding a bull on rodeo, I can see, because you are already gaining so much resources, and you have to spend them somewhat. And not always it's easy, but if you don't do it, it's even worse. So you can see it's quick, it's smooth. We are playing on normal difficulty, and because we didn't lose this region called Vyasastan, so we can keep Sentinel, which is part of our Honor Guard. Honor Guards are the units you earn when controlling the map, that meta map, and you can use them in attacking missions. And now you can see how you can also view your commander and some equipment you earned during your victories. And so probably this can be almost all. Thank you for watching, and you can try this campaign, with this beautiful campaign yourself, and have a nice day, have a nice summer, and bye for now.
So bye.